workshop UE Green Metric World University Ranking. Now with this virtual modality, because the pandemic has in the wide world. So this session 3B, it would take the topics to innovation for sustainable management of soil and water in the universities. So our first speaker, well, before that, I want to tell you that please use the chat room to express your questions. Put your institution first, then your number, your name, and the speakers to be that question. So our first speaker is Professor Pranud Rector from the University of Hagda Mada, Indonesia. And their topic is water management in UGM for resilient and healthy campus. Please, Professor, if you can start. I only remember you that we have only 4 minutes to explain your topic. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor Perret. And because I have already sent my video, so I just present with the voice, yeah, to explain a little bit about what is the content of our paper. Here also join with us the co-authors, Dr. Sentagi. So Dr. Sentagi is the expert in water management, and you can ask questions if any. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, water management is one of the most challenging aspects of campus management. Universitas Gadjah Mada, UGM, is one of the largest universities in Indonesia with large number on-campus population, more than 50,000 students. A central campus area of more than 20,500 square meter and limited water resources, especially during the dry season. So water management is essential for achieving a resilient and healthy campus. Our paper explain to target in UGM water management. Those are water efficiency, and water conservation. Both objectives are significantly related, however, each goal has a different approach to the method of designing the system and technologies, and also a different approach in implementing the strategies. Water efficiency is include in building, new building, and retrofitting the existing one. Meanwhile, water conservation is implemented to calculate potential alternative water resources in UGM, including water treatment. The goal is to produce fresh water as an additional water supply. We also explain how water management is implemented in UGM from the highest directorate to the level of the units. We carefully consider the potential resources and technical obstacles during the implementation of the water management program. The process is conveyed, of course, with good governance creating teamwork consists of each of our university element, including our stakeholders. We believe that we have so far is not yet an ideal water efficiency and water conservation program. However, we do hope through our method and best practices in UGM that what we share in our paper will inspire others to kindly support us in our water management program. I am, as a rector of Universitas Gadjah Mada, hope in the future we will create more and more innovation together in the sustainable management of water in the universities throughout the world. Yes, I think it is the presentation. And again, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you, Professor Perez.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Piano Mulyono. I just see the chat in the chat room.
Okay.
The host said that the Dr. Newman is also coming. Oh, here is Professor Newman.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Hi, Doctor. How are you?
Professor Newman. How are you?
Yes.
Fine, thank you, Prof. Panut.
Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, and Daniel Rincon also here.
Yes, I'm
here. Okay, and Prof. Kanta, we still okay. Martin. So I would like to welcome you, all of you, dear colleagues. Welcome to this session in the 3B entitled The Sustainable Management of Soil and Water in Universities. So we will have 4 talks here. 3 of them will ready. We still wait for Prof. Kanta. So I will be accompanied by Dr. Hector as co-chair here. And thank you for other participants who are coming and join this session. Hopefully we will have a nice discussion, fruitful discussion, and share about our universities regarding these topics actually. So without further ado, because the time is very tight, I would like to remind that its presenter will have about 4 to 5 minutes maybe to present very briefly, short, because I think all of you already seen the video. Welcome, Dr. Kanta. Thank you. And so that we will have more time for discussion. Okay, I think we can start, yeah?
I think the first speaker already presented.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the director already opened the discussion?
Yes. Not yet. The discussion later. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'm sorry because I follow the opening ceremony just now. So maybe I'm too late. So please, Dr. Hector, if you want to continue the discussion.
Please. Greetings from SRM IST. I'm Kanta, representing the SRM Institute of Science and Technology. I thank the organizers of the international workshop. My topic is water sustainability, current and future challenges at SRM IST Chennai. And I just quote a word from our language, that is நீர் இன்று அமையாது உலகனின் யாராருக்கும் வான் அன்று அமையாது ஒழுக்கு. That is, living organisms cannot survive without water. The earth cannot exist without rain. Now, SRM IST is a multidisciplinary, top-ranking university in 400 acres land with 52,000 full-time students and 3,200 faculty of 3 campuses. And we are accredited as highest A++ grade by NAC. And SRM also has been ranked 35 nationally by NIFRI, that is National Institutional Ranking Framework in 2020, and it is regularly been ranked by different agencies. We also got 4-star university ranking by QS IWGM. And the infrastructure, we have many state-of-art labs, libraries, Wi-Fi, everything. And we have recently, within 45 days, we got almost 7 recognition by ASCT for many of our facilities and like sophistication equipments, water purity, storage, as well as green campus, rainwater harvesting, etc. And Federation of Indian Chambers and Commerce Industry is recognized as a University of the Year Award 2019. And in green metrics, we came 243 at the global level and 3 in India. And we have also participated in the impact ranking of the universities for sustainability in 2020, in which the SDG 6, we got India ranking 6 and world ranking 51. We are also part of the National Water Mission. We have our own SRM Water Mission, which regularly organizes lectures, competitions, and use letters. Some of the highlights of our research is we got 307 government-funded projects at a value of rupees 150 crores, and research budget for our university is 7% of our annual income, and we ranked #1 in Nature Index among the private universities. We are the first one to start a nodal center for UNESCO Bioethics Committee. And now for water management and challenges, SRM has a long-term commitment to reduce water consumption 15% by end of 2022, by maintaining their equipments at its optimum efficiency, by taking care of the leakages, by using 24/7 the remotely managed management staff. And our goal also is to reduce the consumption per person from 3.7 meter cube to 3.3. And we also use the reduction in the lab, because in academic institution, we also plan to reduce laboratories and office uses. And we recycle the water by dual plumbing, flushing, gardening, and vehicle washing. And we have 3 treatment plant at the campus, sewage treatment plant, which recycles 7 million liters per day. We do have 3 ultrafiltration unit for the drinking water purpose in the campus, and 90% of the wastewater is recycled, and 100% of the rainwater is also utilized and recharged in the wells. We have 30 reverse osmosis plants for the drinking water, and we have a very good efficient appliances by putting sensors in the overhead tanks, sensors in hand washing as well as and toilet. We have 79 rainwater harvesting systems for collecting the water at the rooftop, collecting them and then sending them through the trickling filters and use it for domestic purpose as well as for recharging the bore wells. We do have a solar steam heater and water heater through which we generate 150 to 200 kg steam per day for cooking purposes, through which we have saved almost equivalent to 4,500 liters of diesel per year. Also through this, we have mitigated 12 kilotons of carbon dioxide, which is equivalent to planting 20,000 trees. So now our achievements and challenges are, we are a part of the National Water Mission, like previously I showed. Now we have signed an MOU with the company called Spray Engineering Devices to meet the challenges, in which we will be using low temperature evaporation technology. We are also planning to construct many water greenhouses for collecting the steam inside the greenhouses. And also we are now encouraging our students to be a part of our research programs by incorporating the SDGs. We are bringing awareness among our students and make them to get involved in all the 17 SDGs. We have also organized a core group meeting in close contact with the Smart Campus Cloud Network. We organized roundtable consultation meeting of our Chennai, Tamil Nadu universities, VCs, and some of the directors to make the SDGs favorable to students and that. So the achievement of that ours is, like I previously told, we have reduced 5% of the total LPG by using biogas plants, and also solar water heaters. We have also saved almost 66 kg tons of carbon dioxide, and we have approximately collected and reused 12 lakhs liters of water, but this is mainly during only rainy season. And also we use 90% of the wastewater generated. Okay, thank you. I take thanks to the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kanta, for very interesting presentation regarding, I can mention very much achievement, yeah, regarding your title, current and future challenges. So most of the, I think, what you call achievement in reducing the consumption, and then also water treatment, yeah, very
Yes.
interesting to be.
We make our university a very self-sufficient, sir, and self-efficient.
Yes. Okay. So I would like to invite from the floor. Is there any comments or maybe question, clarification, please? Yeah, Prof. Anut, please.
Unmute. Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Nyoman, Prof. Kanta.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your nice presentation. I just want to know how about the open space in your campus? How many percent the open space in the campus? So I want to know how many percent of the rain water flow to the river, and how many percent in for the rainwater.
Sir, we got a rooftop of collection for all the buildings,
yes,
medical college, everywhere, and we have got the collection, and it will be collected through the tubes, and which will go into the system. Then from there we are refiltering it and then using it for drinking, as well as rest of the water will be recharging the bore wells.
Okay, thank you very much.
It is still under control. We are going on increasing the rainwater harvesting, sir, but this is mainly for the during the rainy season. As you know, we do get many times flood. You know, I think you all are familiar with the 2015 flood, but we are now in the process of making use of the flood water also. Another thing is, most of the roads here are completely not reabsorbable. So we have to make sure that that water can also be collected and used for the purpose of it.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Prof. Anut and Prof. Kanta.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other question or comments? So very impressed because you have 3 reverse osmosis and then almost 90%, yeah, capturing the water harvesting for become drinking water also. So I think
Yes,
this is an interesting example.
At present, per person capita usage, including students and the faculty, is 3.7, which we would like to reduce it to 3.3 by 2022.
Okay, to 22. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I have one question regarding the SDGs. You mentioned that the student is involved, yeah?
Yes,
what kind of activities actually, in concrete? What kind of activities the students introduce for this SDGs?
For example, sir, we have all the departments like civil, biotech, mechanical and things. One part of the students from civil, 3rd years, they went to all the hostels and checked the water leakage, and they measured it and then come up with an idea how to hold it. And some of the students involved in the STP plans, you know, water quality of the maintenance projects, you know, they take up as a project. And we wanted to make sure all the students, because only now, this is 2020 only, we got involved in SDGs. So another thing is we have a SPH program, that is social public health program. Those students are also doing project with me. They are now linking the water climate into water sanitation, as well as we do have a global health program. So 10 of them are taking it. Now with this COVID program, how much of their waste is created before COVID and after COVID? They are comparing it and coming with a suggestion. What are the guidelines we can take it up? The same way, biotech students are also involved in water quality parameters, water purification. And in the end, the achievement I told that we are now in collaboration with one spray engineering company, which is very, very interesting. He is using low evaporator technology. So that is a very interesting one. Another thing is he is now creating a greenhouse, which is an artificial ecosystem. So he says no water from outside, from inside, but he wanted to make use of the water created inside the greenhouse. There, not only that, we are also integrating many ecosystems. So there, we are planning to use the carbon dioxide created, that is carbon capture technology. So the plants will take up the carbon dioxide, leave the oxygen in the something like that. You know, these are the research our students will be taking up.
Okay, thank you very much. Very interesting. So this is part of the curriculum, or
no, not curriculum, sir. But we are also creating 1 or 2 credit industrial-based syllabus in which our students will be interested. So doing it, and we also send our faculty for training for industrial programs, industrial technology things.
Very nice, thank you. Do we have time, Dr. Hector? How many presenter left? More? One? Danielka, I guess. Or Prof. Kitikon, you have present?
No, not yet. Not yet.
No, not yet. But
Okay.
no.
If there is no,
I don't know if you mind, Professor Penut, to present again, please, because we have not more people now in the room. I don't know if you are agree, Dr. Newman, to have another minutes to Professor Penut Milo to.
my idea is to shift to Prof. Kitikon first. So if later on we have still time, maybe we can back to Prof. Panut. How do you think?
Okay.
So please, Prof. Kitikon.
I will summarize just only 3 minutes. I think the full presentation you can see at the website of IWGM. It's already uploaded. Introduce my university, Mahidol University. Actually, we have right now we have 5 campuses. The main campus we located in Nakhon Pathom province. Nakhon Pathom province is 15 kilometers from Bangkok. Go west of Bangkok, just 15 kilometers. It is the main campus. Actually, we organize right now. We organize 17 faculties with 7 institutes, 6 colleges, and 9 centers. Approximately, the students enroll for our university around 25,000 students enroll for our campus. Actually, we have a policy since years 2016 until year 2020. We use the policy as to become we call the eco university policy. This policy, we have 3 strategies, including the resource efficiency, low carbon technology and innovation, and community engagement. For this policy, we have main 6 indicators, such as material, energy, waste, water, building, and greenhouse gas emission, has been implemented to all the faculties in Mahidol University. The water management is very important for Mahidol University. Therefore, we apply for the environmental management system standard, ISO 14001. We have received the ISO 14001 in year 2019. Actually, the water consumption of the Mahidol University main campus, we received from the Provincial Water Works Authority of Thailand. If you see in my full paper, the amount of, the amount of pipe water in year 2018 and 19 has been reduced around 5 to 10%. Actually, for the open space, and the Professor Panut asking for the university from India, in our campus, we have around 70% of the green area in the campus. And also, I think more than 30% or 40% of the area we have reserved for the fresh water. Right now, in year 1981, we invest for the central wastewater treatment plant at our main campus. the central wastewater treatment plant, we use the oxidation pond system. And also the new treatment designs for operate and treat water around 6,000 cubic meter per day. The activated sludge system was installed to improve the water quality as well as providing water with acceptable quality for irrigation in the university. The water quality of the discharge was monitoring and analyzing. We monitored 8 parameters, including pH, BOD, suspended solid, total dissolved solid, sulfide, TKN, oil and grease, and acceptable solid of the wastewater before and after treatment. If you look at my full paper, you can see the quality of the discharge of the treated wastewater is under the standard of Thailand and the international standard also. Since we are concerned for the water conservation and also the recycle, the recycle water system has been right now implemented. We invest to the water recycle system around more than 2 million baht last 2 years ago. Right now we can confirm that 100% of the treated wastewater we recycle to our campus. Mainly we use for the building nearby the wastewater, central wastewater treatment plant. And after we supply for the building, so we use the amount of the recycled wastewater left to our reservoir in the university. That's all of my presentation in my full paper. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Kechikon, for the inspiring presentation. Also in the video, I think, I saw your result of the treatment. All the graphs is under the before and after. Very good.
Yes.
So please, any other question or comments from the floor?
Prof. Nyoman, I would like to ask a question. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, Prof. Kechikon. You mentioned that you had 70% open area, right, in your university? Okay. Are you concerned with the irrigation for the open area? I mean, usually we have a lot of green area. Then our next concern is about the water for the irrigation, since Thailand and Indonesia are pretty much similar when it comes to dry season. Yes, so maybe so
as I told you that for the green area mod, if you come to our campus in Nakhon Pathom, you can see the canal. I mean, small canal around the university.
Okay.
You know, they have a main street outside and the street inside. We have the canal between street inside and outside around the campus.
I see.
You know what I mean? And also we have a big reservoir, I mean a big water reservoir in our campus. If you look at to the map, you can see we have a big botanic garden around, I think I can say around 100 acres of the botanic garden. And in the history of the main campus, previously before we start to establish this campus, the area is a paddy field and the wetland area. You know what I mean? So the location of our campus, the main campus, is the paddy field and the wetland. So inside, if you come to our campus, we still keeping the original wetland area for research and also for irrigation of the water. That's why we can showcase of the water management of our campus. So if you come to our campus, you can see a natural ecosystem, because the original animals is like a big dragon in your country. The water monitoring. This is the original animals in our campus. So every day they across the street, So the student who ride a bicycle need to stop and waiting for them
to cross the street.
So we keeping these kinds of original animals in our campus because it is a natural indicator for us. If they can live, if they can live in the pond, so we can guarantee that the quality of water in our campus is still okay.
I see. Yeah, I believe it's more challenging for our university because Universitas Gadjah Mada is in the urban area. So
yes.
yeah.
But the history of you and my university is different because our main campus previously is wetland area.
I see.
Okay. So in the raining season, this is a problem of our campus because the raining season, if the storm coming, so we need to aware for the flood.
Storm water management.
Yes, because this is the wetland area. So
yes.
we need to have a pump to pump the water out of our campus.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Very interesting. So maybe after the pandemic over, we can sail over to Mahidol. Waiting for
yes. We are really welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Any other comments or question, please? Yeah, Prof. Panut.
Okay. Yes, I'm interested in the recycle of wastewater. You mentioned that Mahidol University recycle the waste water. It is wastewater from the office, from the
yes, from the office, from the building. Yes,
okay.
Just from the building.
And in the treatment, how many percent of wastewater can be treated and used again?
We actually in last, I think in 10 years ago, we invest for the pipeline.
Okay.
So we connect the pipeline to every building. Every building need to have a wastewater treatment pipeline, and all the wastewater goes to the central wastewater treatment. So actually, I think is the wastewater, the mainly of wastewater of our campus is from building. So we can treat, I can say 100% of the wastewater of our campus.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And right now, I think the capacity, not capacity, every day, the wastewater come to our central wastewater treatment around 1,000 cubic meter per day.
Okay.
Yes, not too much, but we can recycle. That's why we can supply the treated wastewater. Recycle treated wastewater through some building nearby the central wastewater because we have not enough treated wastewater to recycle to the whole building in our campus. Yes.
Yes, it is very good because our campus is also has a lot of mosque, musola or mosque inside the campus, and there are a lot of water. People we are praying, so if all of this wastewater collected and then treated,
yes.
Yeah, we have planned to do so.
Yes, this is a law and regulation of the local government also. We need to report. Every month, the president need to report the quality of the wastewater to the local government. This is the law and regulation of this province. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you very much, Prof. Kritikon.
Yes, you're welcome.
Do you have any time, Dr. Hector, for this discussion?
Well, we have another question, but
in the chat room.
If you, Professor Kritikon, if you can answer that question on the chat, we have the question on the chat, and give the word to Daniel Rincon from University of Colombia del Norte.
Yeah.
Okay,
Please,
thank you. Okay, thank you. Greetings from Universidad del Norte. My name is Daniel Rincon. I am representing today for you. I want to tell you that our topic is water conservation and efficiency plan. Universidad del Norte have a main campus with an area of 255,000 square meters and a total students of 15,378 and a staff of 2,321 persons. To talk about the water conservation and efficiency plan, I would like to explain that we take some important topics. The first one is to choose the source where we take the water. We can take the water from rain harvest. We can take water from condensation cooling system, and we take water from the aqueduct. The second important thing that we do is the maintenance of the equipment. We consider very important to monitor every day all the equipments that we have for the campus. The quality of the saving devices used in the process is the third one. The most important for us is the awareness of the people, and also finally the final dispose that we have for the water in the campus. The potable water is an essential resource for us in different process. Then we made a diagram that you can see in the presentation, and we can see that the water is chlorinated to guarantee the quality that we have in here. We use this water for different process in laboratories, in the bathrooms, in the kitchens, and the used water is treated and cleaned from different things like grease. The wastewater is treated and is reused or recycled for irrigation systems in the gardens. Some of our strategies is to guarantee the chlorine, is to control the distribution and storage system to ensure the proper function of everything. There is a program to clean all the tanks that we have in the campus at least twice a year. We have a distribution and pumping system that guarantee the continuous supply of water in all the campus. For the bathrooms in the university, we have manual and electronic safe systems that guarantee the proper use of the resource by the community. In the water dispenser system, we count how many bottles we save by using these dispensers. Our wastewater treatment plants have biological treatment system with extended aeration in fixed beds. We supervise every day different operation conditions and the parameters of the treatment plants. As you say in the last conference, we have to inform to the law all the parameters at least twice a year. We have for the kitchen or the dishwashing organic products to degrade the grease and residues that cleaning all the water that comes from the kitchens. Another important activity that we make during the year is the awareness campaign for students and for the staffs, teaching good practices, avoiding the inappropriate dumping to the internal hydrosanitary network. And we participate in all the events with the community, teaching how to use and save different resources, not just water, almost energy and the waste that we produce. Finally, I would like to say that how important is to use the water in the irrigation system of the campus. At least 38% of the campus is gardens, and yes, 1 minute. 38% of the campus is garden, and we have to use all this water, take advantage of this in all the campus. At least 200,000 of cubic meter of water we are using every year in the gardens is our wastewater treated. And using condensate water, we also can take advantage of the resource. Okay, thank you very much for this space and opportunity to show you. You can see more in the presentation in YouTube.
You have your microphone off, Dr. Newman.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you very much, Daniel, for the presentation. And now we like to invite from the floor comments or question. Any other comments?
If we don't have any comment for Daniel, we have one question from Laura Daniel Hernandez to Professor Kittycorn.
Yes. I have already sent her a message, private message already.
In the private, well,
sorry, I will copy to everyone. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sorry.
So how to protect the wildlife, yeah, in the wetland? Do you have instructional procedure? Okay.
Actually, we have the faculty of veterinary to take care of them. We don't have a procedure, but we have a big hospital in our campus. Open 24 hours.
Very good.
For the animals. But for the human, we close at 10 p.m. But for animals, 24 hours.
Is there any case?
But I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, then. Thank you very much. So for Daniel, is there any comments?
Prof. Yaman, maybe yeah. I would like to ask a question. Okay. For Mr. Daniel, you mentioned that you have a daily check for all of your water utilities or water plumbing system, right? Plumbing system. Now, is it centralized? Is it a centralized monitoring system, or is it for every building? Is it only regarding the water metering, or is it also for a water leakage system monitoring, something like that? Usually for some big university, like what we want to develop in our university is a centralized campus monitoring system. We're heading toward that by having all of the buildings integrated into one monitoring system. Now, do you have something like that, or is it still sporadically for each building?
Yes, we have a building management system. We monitor the tanks and how many water we are using every day. And we have the record, the statistics of how many water we should use every day. And with this, if we see a big difference in how was used the water, then we go to the place and see if there is a problem in the utility or in the hydrosanitary network. But it's very important for us to follow every day. But we have everything centralized in just a place. There is some people like a call center where they speak every day with a maintenance team. And they send information about how is the behavior of all of this.
Very nice. Thank you.
Okay, no, thank you.
Thank you very much. I have one more question, Daniel, regarding the conservation, for water conservation. You mentioned about the rainwater harvesting also, yeah? So is it how to utilize the water for irrigation also, or to another using flushing maybe, or how you use the rainwater?
The water. Yeah. All the water that we treat, we send in for tanks. And after that, during the night, we use it for the gardens, irrigation systems. I mean, we have automatic irrigation system in all the campus. And we try to use it in the night because it's better for the weather. But what we try to do is to take advantage, because the campus is very big and it demands a lot of water, and then all that we treat, we use it for the gardens.
Do you have any data how many approximate unit for the rainwater harvesting? Almost all building like in.
It depends of the year. For example, this year we have in this part of the country we are in the north of Colombia. It's not rainy all the year, just I don't know, 20 or 30% of the year.
Yeah.
But for example, in this season of the year there is a lot of rain. Then we can have more in this season, but in some of month we don't have rain here. Then it depends of the year, but I can tell you that at least we can use 5% of our water, but the rainwater we use it for bathrooms and for the irrigation systems in the garden.
Thank you. I think we still have 3 minutes more, yeah, Dr. Hector. So we have to end at.
Yes, we have.
40. If there is
I want to expose one question. Well, is one comment.
Yes.
Well, here in the University of Sonora, we are in a desert zone.
Desert.
All the universities that present today, they are in a tropic area. They have too much rain, but I want to know what is the comment about which process they recommend to handle the pluvial water here on a desert zone, because we handle we have a couple of absorption wells. So, but we don't have any structure to catch the water and then reuse it, the pluvial water, and reuse it. So, because the investment it will be high, because we don't have too much rain in the year. Well, this year we only 3 days rain here in Hermosillo.
With a low intensity, maybe.
What are their recommendations about it?
Okay, thank you. Maybe from Prof. Kitikon, Prof. Panut, or Daniel and Prof. Kanta, if there's any idea, comments based on your experience, how to.
Yes, collect. Because Thailand is tropical area. Yes, so we.
Prof. Kanta, maybe very close.
I just wanted to think about this low temperature evaporation technology, plus how about the humidity which is created inside the ecosystem? Is anybody working on that? The presenters, are you working on the collecting of humidity, water vapors in the greenhouses?
Oh. No.
Nobody.
No.
Because the industry partner whom we recently interacted, he has developed many technology. Recently he came and looked for an area to set up model greenhouses. So what, according to him, what he says is, he is also telling the air conditioned water is the pure water. So we can even recycle it. He's integrating many programs into it. For example, this water vapor is coming. So he is using the energy or heat coming out from the AC to create our cooking system. Like that, he's integrating many technology into it. One of them is the water evaporation technology, low temperature water evaporation for wastewater treatment. So I wanted to just know if any of other campuses are working on that lane, for research or models which you are creating.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Kanta.
Thank you.
I think, I don't know, for Dr. Hector, if possible, I saw the YouTube somewhere regarding how to capture the
humidity.
humidity during the night, and the dew can capture on this such a building so that they will infiltrate a drop to some boxes. Then they can capture the dew during the evening to morning. I think it's very interest method or technology, I think, to get another sources of water, because I don't know if your landscape area is near to the sea, for example, using desalination or something. I don't know. Maybe, we have to get more.
It's near from the sea, but it's not too near to have too much humidity in the environment. It's a very dry climate here. We are around 42, 44 degrees on summer. For example, we are on fall now, and our temperature highs to 40 degrees. So it's too hot over here, and it's a dry weather. So well, we try to do something about it, and keep in touch with you.
Thank you very much for sharing the condition. Hope you have find the best alternative way to get the source of water. Okay, due to the time is running out, I think we have to close the session, right, Dr. Hector? So I would like to thank all presenters, Prof. Panut, Prof. Kitikon, Prof. Kanta, Daniel Rincon, for nice sharing of this session. So hopefully we can meet again next year or in another event. And so for closing this session, I would like to remind you that you can proceed to another session. If you want to continue with this room and other session, please stay. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Co-Chair. Thank you. See you again.
Thank you for all your participation.
Prof. Kitikon,
yes,
Prof. Daniel, Prof. Kanta, and all. Thank you so much. Okay, see you again. Next time.
Makasih banyak, Prof. Panut. Sampai jumpa.
Prof. Riri, thank you. And
Professor Riri Fitri,
for the success of the seminar. Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity to be co-host of the event.
Thank you.
This season.
Hello, Hector.
Hi, Professor.
I met you last time in the steering committee meeting. You should presenting Mexico 2 days ago.
Excuse me?
But doesn't matter. Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about in steering committee meeting? You're supposed to be invited to talk about the advancement of the network in Mexico, but it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
later,
sorry about
probably.
that. We have problem for connection.
Okay.
But
yes, but I'm happy that you are here tonight. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Yeah, thank you. We'll look forward
Sorry
for the next
about that,
one.
Professor.
Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me? My name is Yuri Silians, and I will be chairing the next session. Is the sound okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. So, yes, as I mentioned, my name is Yuri Silians, and I'm Administrative Director of Riga Technical University in Riga, Latvia. And so our discussion session today is about university impact on sustainability of urban and rural communities. And I think as it's time to begin the session, we could start with the first speaker. So we have 3 speakers, and the first presentation is from Professor Iman Taufik. I hope I pronounced the surname and name correctly. He's director of IWGM Walsongo Samarang in Indonesia. So I had the chance to visit Samarang myself, and I can say that it's a very nice city, and I really enjoyed it. So, Professor Imam, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, Joris.
Yes, nice to see you.
So nice to meet you too. Yeah.
So you're our first presenter.
Oh.
And so totally maximum we have 15 minutes for one presentation together with questions. I will keep my time so please, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks a lot for Joris for the time and the opportunity to give the presentation. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Imam Taufik, the Rector of State Islamic University Wali Songo, Semarang. Semarang is the capital of Central Java in Indonesia. I think in the next time, I would like to all the participants come to Semarang, especially Prof. Riri. I think this hasn't come to Semarang. Yeah. My presentation is discuss about the eco-spiritualism and social empowerment, indigenous approach toward environment sustainability. This title is based on the vision and mission of my university. We are the University State Islamic University Wali Songo is a give title in the Green and Smart Campus. We like to introduce the implementation of Tri Dharma Perguruan Tinggi in higher education based on the green concept, not only in the teaching and learning, but also research and also the community services. In Indonesia is pengabdian pada masyarakat. Community services is the part of my discussion in this time because this is something like the model, the special model in community services that I want to develop the implementation in action in environment concept conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, community services based on social empowerment. This program is under title Plastic Diet Waste Management in Karimun Jawa Island and the Semarang City. We have many kind of community services program. And I call in Indonesia kuliah kerja nyata or something like program pemberdayaan masyarakat, community services program. The aim of this program is how to develop the aviation technology. The development of aviation technology is one of the strategy to improve the skill, increasing the values added product, and also how to make the competitiveness among the society, especially in industrial community. To increase the economic aspect. The other target is how to make to overcome the poverty. This model, I mean, to make the rise of human development index through the family involvement. Why we choose Karimun Jawa and Karimun Jawa Island and Semarang City? Well, this local area is part one of our program, the State Islamic University Wali Songo Semarang, in many kind of the city. But in this presentation, I would like to give the why we choose Karimun and also Semarang. There is a multi-ethnic city. There is the Karimun is island that embrace some values in religious belief. The significant effect how the region belief change way of life in daily activities. The third aspect is there is the emerging threat for environment damaging. The enormous amount of plastic waste, I think, is very huge in Karimun and also in Semarang. So the high amount of plastic waste is there is one of the reason, and the other is low awareness in environment conservation. And I think the most important thing is Semarang City and also Karimun Jawa is a religious community, but in the name of religious community, we make the issue, the method to recover, to improve, and also to change the awareness by this name is spiritual or eco-spiritualism. The eco-spiritualism or eco-spirituality is the basis fundamental belief about the sense of nature, about the earth, about the universe of whole creation of God. Eco-spiritualism, it means it emphasizes the role of nature and environment to strengthen the connection between God and human. Then this approach is the basis is implementation community services program. That means the how to develop collective awareness. Collective awareness, it is the best. It is the big program, the big problem in the relation, and also to solve the problem in the high amount plastic waste and also low awareness. And the last, eco-spiritualism and analyze the relationship between human and nature, and actually it is no transactional, but how make the harmony. So this program is developed in the two area with training, like we make something the model to make awareness by give solution and motivation, and also the other aspect of spirit. And the second is eco brick, and also the product from the plastic waste. This kind of method is to improve, to improve the skill and to create the product made from the plastic waste into the multifunction product. And the other method, the other kind of program is the comprehensive and also digital marketing and digital marketplace. I mean, there is the issue. The last issue is how make like the pandemic era this day, to make all the product if sell out by the kind of the promotion, by the improvisation of the market, and also to make this easy to access all of the people in the world. So after we discuss and also we implement the training, eco-brick, and also product of waste and the digital marketing, we make this we very ensure that they can develop the understanding of skill and utilize the plastic waste. The effect of the community services space of environment. The first, we find the orientation of social empowerment is the people. So people can improve, can solve, can also action to something like to enrich the potential resources, how to manage, how to utilize the plastic waste. And I think today we can see from the progress in Semarang last year or the last decade, Semarang this very problem with the waste, with the something like rat. But today I think there is the something, the good effort of the Semarang. There is no about something like the waste, and also the conservation environment is very good in Semarang. And the second, all the people make the participation in utilizing the program by make eco-brick and recycle product. I think this is the voluntary participation for the all social companion. Then we are the University of Ali Songo Semarang send and delegate the many students and also lecture to make motivation of the participant to how to make the huge participant in this program. And the third, we can see from the community basis program is how the form of empowerment activities. I think this is the improvement capacity to still and utilizing the plastic waste. So embrace training in Karimun Jawa, for example, starting by collecting use in plastic bottle and plastic waste. And the Semarang city, the focus of training is to create multifunction product with economic values, as well as the shuttle bag and also tote bag, tempat tisu, hiasan, and the others. The last aspect of the output of the community services-based environment is sustainability. The formulation of the social empowerment program, I think, is considering the continuity, the indicator that can observe the society ability is ensuring the sustainability improvement. In this program, we can see the digital marketing, and also how to operating website to promote local tourism and services. And the other is digital marketplace, how to optimize the website to promote and sell the product and recycle product directly from the producer. So based on this kind of the method, we can conclude that this program by give the motivation in the aspect of spiritualization, in the aspect of the spirit, there is something that very in hand, very intrinsic aspect to make awareness, to make the collective program, collective awareness as to represent that all of the aspect can more relationship between human and nature. I think it is the harmony in the society. The conclusion of my presentation is Semarang City and also Karimun Island. This is the religious society. So how to make their society improve is by the use of the spirit or the eco-spiritualism, the concern in the ethic and also the inner aspect of humanity. The last, the people are aware the emerging of urban breakdown. There is no more of the integrated plastic. I think this we can believe that their aspect is can protect the many nature, protect the hifdul bi'ah, how to protect the milieu. I think it is the significant part of embracing the gratitude of the universe. I think this is my presentation and how to stress my video. And thanks a lot for the time and opportunity. Yeah, thanks, Juris.
Thank you, Imam. So maybe I will start with the opening questions. We have 2 more minutes left or 3 for some questions. In your approach with the eco-spiritualism with the students and in the society and how they deal with their everyday life after you have done this or introduced this in your studies, how do students treat this? Do they feel that this is a natural part of the study process to learn about sustainability in such a way, or there are some issues and challenges that maybe not all of them are as acceptable as you would wish?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Juris. Every year we can divide many level of a student. We train the student in a certain time, something like the upgrading, how to make the method of how to environment aspect and to resolve the to resolve the waste. Since the time we have the faculty of science and technology, I think best of the human resources, we can support this idea to make the capacity of the building, the capacity of the competency of the student and also lecturer. This is the first. The second is we are collecting the communicate and discuss with the society. There is how make them improve their capacity, the potential to make what is something like the minimize the problem. And the third, I think, how make the sustainability. This is I think this is the big problem. But with the awareness, clear awareness, I think we will find the solution that today need the continuity in the next day. So we can delegate something like the improvisation of the method to make this program doesn't finish in this time, and the next, I think we will find many problems. So by make awareness like this and the improving the method and also the time is very, very difficult to stop. So I think it is the part of time to make this understand about this program and continuity. Yes, Juris.
Yes, thank you. We have one more question and then we will move to the next panelist. The question is from Laura Danielle. Any kind of waste collected in these eco bricks? So question about collected waste in eco bricks.
Can you repeat this program? This question?
Yes. Laura Danielle Hernandez asked a question about eco bricks. The question is, any kind of waste is collected in these eco bricks? Maybe if the question is not clear, I could ask Laura to clarify what she had in mind with the question.
Yeah, the eco brick is like something that is the component, the part of the waste. So there is kind of waste, something like the plastic, and something like there's everything of waste. I think there is the motivation to make the kind of eco bricks. Yeah.
So yes, if I get the question correctly, then different kind of waste. The eco bricks made from different kind of waste. That would be
okay.
That would be the short answer. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Imam. Yeah, welcome.
So, yes, thank you. So our next panelist is across the globe from Italy. Professor Matteo Coleoni, representative of Rector, University of Milano Bianco, Italy. A nudging approach to promote healthier and more sustainable food consumption and lifestyles at University of Milano Bicocca. My Italian is not that fluent if I misspelled something, so please don't judge me too harshly. So, Professor Matteo, please, the floor is yours. Do we have the participant here? I'm looking. I don't see our speaker. Yes, unfortunately, I don't see our speaker. So if Professor Matteo shows up, then we will jump to him. So maybe we can move to the third presentation from Ms. Tugba Tubuku, representative rector, Özingen University, Turkey, responsible consumption and responsible stakeholders. Ms. Tugba, are you here? Currently, have you joined us? Interesting. I don't see, yes, no, unfortunately, I don't see our third speaker as well. Well, we can wait 1 or 2 minutes, but I really hope that our presenters will show up. Maybe help from our event organizers. Do you know if our speakers are somewhere? Have they been in some other sessions or? Okay, so maybe there are some open questions that our participants would like to ask, so we can have a discussion if our second and third speaker haven't joined us yet. Maybe there are some questions from our participants that could be openly asked. Does anyone have some topics that you would like to discuss? I don't see any open questions. Professor Riri, are you here with us?
Yes.
Professor Iri, you're muted, unfortunately.
Hello, Yuris. Yeah, yeah. I didn't see two more speakers today, but maybe we can discuss things related to this, because I've seen that there are so many resource person that we can discuss about this, and those that already watched the videos maybe could come up with some things that we have supposed to discuss related to this university impact on the sustainability and of urban and rural communities. Knowing that during this pandemic situation, also some universities that becomes the backbone of some city or town, the city and town are built based on that university. For example, when I call your university, you're in the middle of the center of Latvia, of your city. But our university, for example, Depok, is in the outskirts of Jakarta, but then it becomes all another big city. And the impact is that during this pandemic, most of the students are not there. And we can really see that university are the backbone of all the economic development in the university within the area. So also the waste around the campus also relates to our university. Also, something that we have to look after also. But yeah, maybe we can come up with that questions and discussion, Juris. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So here's one question regarding university impact versus rural or central area versus being a little bit outside of the city, and how does that make university importance on everyday life, I guess, in the city, in terms of sustainability, more or less important. So we have a question here, and we can ask our participants to also express their opinion. I can mention only in our case that we are in the heart of the city. So in our case, everything we do or how we conduct our infrastructure around the university, it impacts the city in general. So if more students go with bicycles or electronic scooters to their lectures, that means less cars, and a city becomes less polluted, and also traffic jams are not so big anymore. So in our case, we definitely see that there is our decisions have big impact on city and city life. Therefore, our kind of one of success reasons has been a very close collaboration with the city municipality, so that all the development plans, and when you're especially talking about movement of people, traffic, always has to be coordinated closely with us in our area. That we are located on an island between in the city, and there are bridges who connect it. So we quite heavily influence the movement on the bridge because many students move across it. So that I think from the planning stage is very important. And second thing I would like to mention, at least in our case, so our city municipality had an elections, and current city mayor who won, one of his priorities was carbon neutral city till 2050. So this is ambitious political goal. And of course, as we are part of the city and in the middle of it, we will play a very important role to help the city in general to achieve this. And for us to make, let's say, transport more sustainable, we have made the decision that starting from next year, we will, as a university, eliminate all fossil fuel transport, and we will only have electronic cars as a university means of transport, and we will heavily develop infrastructure for students to use, whether public transport or different light mobility tools. And we will have special kind of nudge approaches for students to to come or employees to come to work with electric cars. That will be more easier and better for them in terms of parking and everything else. So we're slowly pushing in this direction, and I think this is one example how university can influence community around it and also city in general. Yes, that's my response. If somebody would like to reflect on it, please do. Yes, I see a smile is raising his hand, so please.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Yuris. It was very great presentation that was presented by Professor Imam. Actually, in this workshop, we added two subjects that we didn't have in previous subject. One of them was biodiversity aspect of sustainability, and also the role of or impact of universities on urban and rural communities. So if you find the information that Mr. Damodaram from United Nations as a key speaker addressed, he mostly invited university to have a better contribution in societies. And he critically said university is not just a place for teaching or doing research. Also universities must have better contribution in the society. I wonder if any of our colleagues have had a special impact on rural communities, particularly in developing country. I just wanted to ask the colleagues who are in this session if they have any experience for their impact in rural area.
Yes, is that an open-ended or
This is an open question. If any of our colleagues can also help that. What is what they do, or what type of a strategy they have for impacting on rural area for different aspects such as food security, for water management, forest management, natural resource management, and etc.
Somebody would like to reflect on this question regarding the rural areas and how universities secure different food networks, as was mentioned, forests, etc. We have some colleagues who want to reflect. Okay, maybe until people think about it, we have some questions from participants who have posted them, and maybe I could give. Let's begin. I could give word to Dr. Aladdin Abbas regarding situation in their situation and purchasing of land area. Maybe you can say a few words on your situation, and maybe also reflect on the question that was previously asked.
I raised my hand and I'm ready to answer this question.
Please.
Oh, thank you. Hello, greetings from San Luis Potosí in Mexico. I am the coordinator of the environmental management system, and we have been during several years trying to extend all our programs to other rural areas. We are a developing country, and the university is quite large. We have over 32 million personal staff and students. And we have a very big incidence in our community's rural area. So we try to provide services from health to security, so sovereignty security, like you've mentioned, food security. We have in particular one program that is about gardening We have a gardening system where we try to teach people how to grow their own food in their local schools, trying to give a little bit more focus in vulnerable communities. We have one example in vulnerable community where the mothers of the children from elementary school have been in charge of the what we call gardening, but it's not a gardening like of plants, but of food, like agriculture. And we try to focus on agroecology because we also have a lot of contamination in soil. So we try to mitigate this impact by growing healthy food and also examining the benefits that the communities receives by making some analysis of if their nutrition. We have like an in multidisciplinary team, and we try to evaluate the psychological part of the children, if they are learning better, if their nutrition, like in their blood level, is better. So we try to vinculate or to make everything like a network, so we can see if this has been working. Also in the anthropological sense, we try to analyze how the community has taken the project, accepted it in the community, and manage it furthermore in time, not just go and put the gardening system, but also that it manages itself during time and offers this food security and also better quality of life through nutrition. That's one example that we are very proud of. We have many others in different areas, like in health and also mobility, like transportation, and also on waste management. But we try to extend all our programs to all the rural and vulnerable communities around our university. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. We have a previously posted comment from Sylvia, and she asks how water waste affects communities during food production. So how water waste affect communities during food production time. So particularly in Latvia, I cannot reflect on this problem because this isn't, maybe we don't have such big floods in order for I don't know, for crops to be gone or something like that. Maybe there's someone who might reflect on this question from Sylvia.
Maybe, well, I can expand a little bit on that question. The thing is that about 30%, no, about the percentage of water that is used, for example, for meat production. That's incredibly amazing, the amount of water that is wasted while producing meat, for example. In contrast with the amount of water you need to produce maybe cereal or maybe other type of food for food production. So I think that's a very big issue, and I don't know how, if things like this are considered when universities approach the food production system in every community. So I've seen that water waste, like for example, water needed to feed cows, as opposed that water needed to grow cereal, for example. So those are big problems, and I don't know if those global problems are addressed, for example, in curriculum or raising awareness of where we are going with such amount of waste of water. I don't know if someone can expand a little bit on that.
Yes, thank you. As I mentioned, I'm not particularly strong in this question, so I will try to find somebody who maybe has some experience in this area. Anyone from participants might reflect on this, maybe.
I could reflect a little bit on the project I just mentioned. We also have the same problem. We live in a place where we don't have a lot of water. So when we offer a gardening system, we have to also connect with a good harvesting water system. So it's connected. We do this multidisciplinary. So a good example is harvesting water. We harvest rainwater, and we also link these projects with constructed wetlands, so it can just manage itself with the harvesting the water and with the wetland treatment for the irrigation of the same garden that was installed. That's an example.
Okay,
Thank you,
Laura.
Laura.
Can I just add something to this question? I think Sylvia's question is mostly goes back to virtual water. So you can see that producing different type of products need different amount of water. And environmental strategy says we need to change our lifestyle. For example, producing, as she said, producing meat. If we changed our lifestyle of consumption, maybe we can eat less meat and also change it to the other products. But water shortages it's a big problem in many countries, and you can say that in the future, over 50% of the world face water crises. So every country, mostly those countries are located in arid and semi-arid area, need to need to define new strategy to cope with this problem. For example, in Iran, the average rainfall, annual rainfall is 250. So it's 1/3 of the average rainfall in the world. And on the other hand, we have over three times evaporation in comparison with the world. So it shows that water is so critical in my country, and we have to work on them. So universities, some of the university has come they are expected to come to this work, and some of them, they have come to work for water management systems and for changing crop cultivation, crop production, and inventing and doing research on new varieties that needs less water, changing irrigation systems, and etc. And also water cultivation. So this means that university need to work in these aspects and help the relevant organization, for example, Ministry of Agriculture or Natural Resource Management Administration or organizations, to cope with this problem, and also helping farmers, helping rural communities to deal with this problem. So that is one of the contribution that universities can do. And another important contribution in this aspect is that improving knowledge and informations and skills of rural and farmers when they are working on their farms, and to increase their water efficiency and water productivities. So this is in some university using the agricultural extension systems, for example, to help farmers in this aspect.
Thank you. Thank you, Ismail. Let's, yes, if maybe let's ask the question. Yes.
Can I add some points about the same idea or about same point?
Of course, please.
Okay, I'm Rula from Al Balqa Applied University from Jordan. Really, we have an experiment, good experiment about our impact on the local community, especially in the sewage water. We have a big project which fruited from a collaboration and collaboration with Germany and Holland and government and Ministry of Water and Irrigation here in Jordan. We have a big project to treat sewage water, and they use it for irrigation, especially for the public gardens, and they make many units and distributed it for many local agencies, and we make a study for regional and local markets to graduate graduated students, especially in our new diploma, which is from 2 to 3 years in water treatment, wastewater treatment. We put it, or we introduce it as a diploma, 2 to 3 years. So I think we have a good impact for our community, especially in sewage water.
Thank you. Thank you, Rola. Before we, so we have 3 more minutes left, and then everybody's asked to go to room A for closing sessions. But before we do that, I have a question for Professor Riri from the question that arises from one of our participants. And so the question is following. If a university acquires a large area of land outside the city but does not host any buildings or nothing is happening there, but university owns this land, should this area be counted as the area of university campus? So meaning that university owns land that is not attached to or does not provide study or scientific value currently. Does this land should be counted as a university campus area? So maybe if Professor Riri has left, or she's... Yes, seems that Professor Riri has left. And is there somebody else from Green Metric Rankings who can answer this question? No. So anyway, let's leave this question up for next sessions. And thank you everyone for participating. So instead of one presentation, we got, instead of 3 presentations, we got 1 presentation. But I think we had a good possibility to answer the questions, or to at least have a dialogue in a decent form on issues that are relevant to the participants. I hope we tried. I hope we had some success. Thank you for everyone who got engaged and asked questions and answered. And as I mentioned before, everyone is more than welcome to go to room A for the closing session. So thank you very much for participating, for being here, and let's meet in other sessions.
Thank you, Joris, for chairing this session. Thank you so much.